Classic Hawk. Your place to hear some of the greatest moments in 108.9 The Hawk history. Laugh, cry, relive these moments. Now.
Ha ha ha! Of course, Hair of the Dog by Guns N' Roses on 108.9 The Hawk. This is Geoff the Anger Man, Garlock here. Catch you up. Out here on the 800,000 tons of Nothing But Guns cruise, we are caught on the sandbar in Valverde Bay. We are surrounded by death and pestilence. I just saw the members of Hephaestus collapse outside of our bubble, right next to, laying down next to me, Jason Gore, my co-host, who has passed out. Not feeling good about that, but I got an interview here. We had already scheduled this. This was supposed to be when we were on land, but I guess we'll just try to push through until we get out of the sandbar and get to Alaska, or I get free and I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be safe. But until then...
Cool, so I just picked this.
Have you... Yeah, just wait. Yes, here. Just speak into the bubble. So, all right. So, of course, we have here amazing musician, amazing band. You know him from Fister. This is, of course, their lead singer, Zane. Zane, welcome to 108.9 The Hawk. How we doing today out there?
What's going on, man? It's Zane. And I would almost say that things are a little insane out here, if you know what I mean.
You know, I do. Most of the time, I don't know what you're saying when you say that on stage, Zane. But for the mic. Okay. Yes. For the first time, I understand what you're saying.
To hold this.
Saying, okay, so again,
it's weird. I'm the singer. I should know how to hold a mic, right?
Yes, exactly what I was about to say.
There.
Just hold it like you're singing a concert with Fister. All right, you know how to do that, don't you?
Yeah,
you got this.
I do. Hey,
all right.
So this is cool, man. Thank you for having me here.
Of course, we're happy to have you here. So, Fister playing the 800,000 tons of Nothing But Guns. How does it feel to be amongst rock royalty out there, Zane?
Well, I mean, man, I'm rock royalty. So, it's almost like you're asking, how does it feel to be with yourself, right?
I mean,
and that's what I feel. That's what I feel every day when I wake up. I'm just like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, you're Zane. And then I answer back like, yeah, that's me. What do you want? And then the one in the mirror says, I want you to rock. And then I say, well, it's a good thing I'm in a band called Fister. And then what I do is I usually walk downstairs and I make some steel-cut oatmeal or something like that.
Okay, we don't need to go through your entire morning, Zane. That's not really,
right.
You
cool.
do this. So this, yeah, it's cool, all right. Yeah. So again, yes, you're local rock royalty. I mean,
Valverde, born and raised. I don't usually
never left, right?
Never left, man. And I don't usually say born. I just say formed because the moment that I feel like I was a human being was the moment the Fister formed. And, ever since then, it's like, what did my mom do for me? Right? Did my mom form Fister?
No.
She didn't. She had nothing to do with it. She was already out of my life. I had already gone to college and found my guys
so
college.
So you're saying you were born in college?
No, I wasn't born, man. That's what I just...
Formed.
You were formed.
Yes, sorry.
Are you listening?
I am. Yes, I am listening.
There was
Zane.
There was a part like after the steel-cut oatmeals, I mentioned that, I don't feel like I was born. I feel like I
get it. It's hard to hear you through this bubble.
I get that.
Okay, so great. So you were formed in college. Where did you grow up then? Did you grow up? You didn't grow up in Valverde, did you?
Well, before Zane, there was a kid named Jeremy, and Jeremy grew up in Valverde, and Zane became. Does that make sense? Zane became.
Yeah, Zane became Zane when Fister was formed. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's how.
All right. Okay. So I'm getting it. I'm getting it now. Okay. Great. So Zane was formed here.
Yeah.
Well, not to
Hold
not
on,
to
I
put
gotta
the.
readjust this mic.
Okay. You really should have understood. You weren't born to understand how to hold a mic there, I suppose.
Okay, here we go. We're back.
Not to put the cart before the horse, Zane, but if you were formed with Fister, what happens when Fister breaks up?
Well, that's the craziest thing because Fister's never going to break up. We're all very healthy. We're all, nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad could happen to Fister. If anything, you're saying hypothetically, right? That's what I'm getting at. You're thinking hypothetically, like what?
I'm going hypothetically. I've heard those rumors on the message boards and everything, but
what rumors?
Just about that your drummer Johnny the Rock Flartson was kicking around over with Bobby Blotzer.
Really?
I was thinking about doing like a double drum duo jam in a band called Rat Hunters. That could be that's on the boards.
That's cool,
those things
man.
aren't always.
That's cool. If that's what Johnny wants to do, man. Johnny's free. I'm free to do my own solo work. Do I do it? I don't because my heart and soul's Fister.
Sure.
I feel that if here's the process really. I sit down after a good breakfast. And I open my notebook, and I have 2 columns. I have songs for Fister and then songs for solo Zane. Okay. And you want to know what column is completely empty? It's the one that says...
I'm going to guess songs for Zane.
You nailed it, bro. You nailed it. Man, you're good. You're good. Because my heart and soul's Fister.
Okay.
And I think in the end, if Johnny did that project, first off, it would fail. Second off, why would he do it? Right?
I suppose.
We're Fister.
I guess my other question is, have you ever seen the movie Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years?
Nah, man, there's only one movie I watch. Over and over, man. I watch Fern Gully.
Fern Gully, really?
Yeah, man.
That's its own...
You know that movie.
It is. Here's the thing. Fern Gully is kind of a cautionary tale, much like Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. More about the ecological destruction of our Earth versus...
That's right, man. You say it.
Well, versus...
That's what old Fern Gully says.
Versus the cautionary tale of kind of putting all your eggs in one basket of your... bands, your metal bands, just maybe check out Decline of Western Civilization Part 2.
Yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. What I like to focus on everything on rocking. That's kind of what I do. I rock.
At Fern Gully.
I rock. Well, that's just I'm on the bus in between towns and in between chicks, and everyone else in the band's asleep. I don't sleep very well, so I pop a melatonin. Gummy.
Of course. Yeah.
Gummy form only, man. And then I pop on Fern Gully, and then I just let that drift me off to sleep.
Again, I do love Fister's music, but you say you've been on. This is when you're on the tour bus, and yet you've never left Valverde. You guys don't have a tour bus that you're going back and forth from Shooters to Zazzers.
We haven't played Zazzers yet, man. We're real excited about Zazzers. So we would typically play we'd do a show at Flappers, and then we'd get on the bus. And then
R.I.P. Flappers. We're hoping to come back so Fister can play some more shows. I can get my chicken wings. But
yeah, that place ain't never coming back, man. But you get on the bus from Flappers, and that takes you right over to Shooters. And if Clown Hunter, the guys from Clown Hunter aren't there, we'll play.
Okay.
If the guys from Clown Hunter are there, we won't play. Mainly because Clown Hunter, we knew them in college, and they've been trying to kill us since then.
But that is Clown Hunter for you.
Unsuccessfully. Here's the thing, man. We won't get in any location that we know Clown Hunter exists.
Understandable.
And thankfully they fell off the boat, so...
Yeah,
we're good. We're cool, right?
Yeah. So does this mean that we might be getting exclusive? That you might finally be touring a little and we'll get some Fister action out into the world and not just be the local legends?
Yeah,
here?
I mean, I think like when you think about a tour, you got to think about the whole picture, right, Geoff? I mean, you got to think like where you're gonna go. Are you gonna go? You're gonna go play Sharney's Amphitheater, right?
Sure, of course.
You're gonna go rock that out. Are you gonna, hop in the bus and you're gonna head on over to Fletchy's? You're gonna play a nice show at Fletchy's.
Okay, so I'm gonna just cut you off there. You certainly are still just listing off our wonderful establishments in Valverde. Are you scared to leave Valverde? I mean, you know that we are actually on.
Is Zane scared? Nah, man. Come on.
We're on a boat that's going to, in theory, leave Valverde if we can ever get over this sandbar and this COVID and.
But did it?
Wait a second.
But will it?
I mean, I'm hoping it will. Are you? I mean,
here's the thing, man.
Telling me something here?
If a boat's too heavy, man, it's not going to go. And who do you think, booked this thing with old Tracy? Tracy Guns came to me and he was like, I need someone on the local side to figure out just what we need on this boat. And I'm like, man, you're going to need a lot of weight. Because boats don't go without weight. And And here we are, man.
Why was he listening to you for engineering problems? But
when you get that to it, Tracy Guns doesn't really have many people to talk to.
He is a lonely man. He's the most notoriously lonely man in hard rock and metal.
Hey, man, well, I got to split. Enjoy the ride, right? That's what I say. But
enjoy the ride, but I do think you've kept us local here for your own.
Hey, man.
Your own scared version. Maybe you're more scared than Tracy Guns, I think, here. But good luck. Good luck, Zane, and maybe put in a word. Maybe get us out of here and don't get sick out there.
I plan on not doing it, man. I plan on not getting sick. I'm feeling great.
A lot of sniffling. All right, just cool. back away from the bubble. I think I've got a feeling you're going to stay a local band for the rest of your short life.
108.9 The Hawk was created, written, and performed by Jason Gore and Geoff Garlock. For all episodes of 108.9 The Hawk, please search for 108.9 The Hawk on any podcast provider or visit 1089thehawk.com. To support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/1089 The Hawk, the world's greatest comedy podcast about classic rock radio. 108.9 The Hawk.